Hi guys, and welcome to this week's Tested Tuesday. To be honest with you guys, almost didn't film this video / upload it this week because I've done my makeup like 5 times today, and needless to say, it's just taken a beating and I didn't know if I could put any more makeup on it, but here I am. I had another boost of energy, so we're gonna go for round 5. Today's video is exciting because I feel like my past couple of Tested Tuesday videos haven't been like brand spanking new products, but today I got my hands on this guy, the Sephora Mixology The Art of Mixing Colors palette, and I saw this online. It was doing some weird stuff where it was like going on and off the new arrivals page, and like I couldn't find it, so I called a lot of stores, hustled, and then it somehow ended up in my hands. So I got it. This palette's really cool. It's got 6 different trios of colors that can all kind of go together. So I guess the whole mixology thing is like playing on mixing cocktails and stuff. It's called the Sweet and Warm Mix.
Are you ready to try a whole new makeup experience? This palette lends up to 18 shots of select over-the-top colors to associate, blend, and shake to make your own custom cocktail. From yummy beige and glazed peach to golden brown or deep black, this original mix of sweet and warm shadows will have you glowing with pleasure.
I'm into it. And I'm also trying out the Sephora Outrageous Plump Effect Plumping Lip Gloss. This is also in the new arrivals section. Sephora collection's been coming out with a lot of their own new stuff lately, which I'm into because, as you guys are probably already well aware, their stuff is generally more affordable than the other stuff that they offer at Sephora. I've tried out the gloss. I really like it, so I'm gonna, of course, tell you guys more about it later. But the palette today is going to be more of like a first impressions. So here she is, Mixology herself. So this is the palette right over here. As you guys can see, 18 shades. This reminds me of those diagrams that we would have to do in, what was it, math class? What were these called, if you guys remember? I'm bad at math, so obviously I don't remember. But comes with 18 shades in total. Some are obviously bigger than the others. And as you guys can probably already tell, there's not too many like bold shades. So if you are someone that really likes to go out of the box with your eyeshadow, this is definitely not going to be your thing because most of these colors are very neutral, very blendable. I could see for someone that's kind of beginning with makeup, this would be a good palette to try out because it kind of gives you colors all in the same family that would pair nice with one another. It also comes with a really nice dual-ended brush, so you have like a nice fluffy side and then you have more of like a dense side to like pack on color, like lower lash line. So that's a nice added bonus. This palette was 41 Canadian dollars, so not that bad considering all the colors that you get. But we're about to dive in here and see if, you know, the color payoff and all that stuff is really worth the price tag. Just quickly gonna prime my eyelids with the Too Faced Shadow Insurance. I'm already wearing mascara because, as I said, I've done my makeup quite a few times today, so if you see any like weird residue on my face, that's my justification for today, and I am terribly sorry, but we're gonna work with the mascara. Okay. I'm gonna do some mixing and mingling here with this palette because I feel like that's the point of it. So I'm gonna go into the second little swirly thing, and I'm gonna take the neutral yellowish shade, just pack it on as a base color. Pigmentation is pretty good so far, I gotta say. So for a lighter shade, there wasn't too much fallout because sometimes with lighter shades you can get like a ton of dust kicking back at you, but that's all that we have right now, so not too bad. I'm gonna take the transition shade from the trio just below that, and let's use the brush that they provided us with here. Why not? So that color blended in pretty nicely. It's just not quite as pigmented or as dark as I would want it to be for a transition shade. However, that's kind of the only option that we're working with here. Unless I'm gonna go into this first trio and take a little bit of that color and see what that can do. All right, that's adding us, it's getting there. All right, working with it. I should have had a cocktail in this video with me because it's the Mixology palette. Too late now. Right, so I'm actually really liking how these shadows are looking. Now that I think about it, the palette looks really basic, but now that these colors are on my eyes, I don't feel like I have shades like this in my collection already, so I'm not mad about it. So what I originally was planning to do was use number 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I guess we could just call this trio number 6 down here in the top, in the bottom right corner. but I had to go in and use some of those base shades and transition shades. So I'm gonna go back to this guy right over here, and I'm going to start by deepening up my crease and outer V with the middle shade and using the brush that they gave us. This really is like a very rich chocolate brown, and it's going on very, very pigmented. I might have added a little too much to this side, but we're just gonna keep blending until it looks okay. Darker color definitely packs a punch and is not as easy to blend out as the other ones. To be fair, it's probably because I added a little too much. So, forewarning for you guys there. Now I'm gonna take that goldish bronze color and just kind of focus that on the lid. Oh, she's pigmented, all right. Definitely a darker look than I usually go for, but hey, why not? Just gonna blend that out. Kind of a nice summer glowy look, actually. Then just with my ring finger, I'm gonna go in with that latest shade and focus it on the inner corner. Hit that brow bone one time. Not gonna lie, very impressed with the pigmentation of these guys. Just for fun, because why not? We're playing around today. I'm gonna take this gold shade from trio number 2 and just dab that in the center of my lid. All right, so we can't neglect that lower lash line, so I'm gonna go in with this trio number 5's brown shade and drag that along there. I'm impressed with how well I'm working around my mascara right now. Blend, blend, blend. Before I do final thoughts on the eyeshadow palette, we're gonna go in with the Urban Decay lip liner in Naked 2. Sorry I use this every time, but it's just a fave of mine. And then I'm gonna go in and apply the gloss. I got this one in the shade number 2. It was the most nude shade that they had. I realized a lot of lip glosses and liquid lipsticks these days now have this kind of like divoted doe foot where it kind of like scoops up product, so that's kind of cool. For those of you that care about smell, kind of has like a cupcakey smell, which I'm personally a big fan of. All right guys, so time for my final thoughts on the Mixology palette and the lip plumper. First of all, I'm gonna go ahead with the lip plumper. Smells really nice, really glossy, really smooth. Love the doe foot applicator, really scoops up a good amount of product. For $15, this is a lot better than some other higher end lip plumpers that I've tried. I find with this one, it gives you that gloss. It gives you enough gloss so it really looks like you are kind of getting that plumped lip effect. I don't really know how much lip plumpers actually plump your lips, but this one is definitely tingly. I wore it the other day a couple of times and I did see like a little bit more fullness in my lips. My thing with lip plumpers is as long as you kind of like line your lips a little bit outside and then kind of like gloss up as much as possible, I think you'll see a slight difference. So I'm a really big fan of this one. I might actually pick up some of the other colors. I believe there were only 4 shades, but I'm just obsessed with it. I think it's a really good product and cute packaging, so I would totally recommend this. And now, onto the real star of the show, the Mixology palette. I'm gonna include swatches right now for you guys of all the little trios swatched so you guys can see the true pigmentation of every single shadow, because I know I didn't get to use every single one of them today, because that would have probably turned into something really messy on my face. But as you guys could see, you saw me put it on. You saw me not really have any struggles with the shadows because they were super creamy, very easy to blend out. Break my nails opening this palette though. The shadows had very, very little fallout, which was surprisingly nice because sometimes with trios like this, you do get like at least a couple shades that have some bad fallout, but nothing falling onto my face either, nothing on the palette, like no residue left over, so that's a huge bonus because I hate when palettes get really messy. I love that there's a nice big mirror in here. The packaging's really cool. You get 18 colors in here, which is really amazing. So once again, if you're not into neutrals, you probably won't like this palette, but I personally thought this look was gonna be a lot more chill and casual than it is, and I was able to create a really dramatic look, I think. Something that's really nice for the summer, the spring, music festivals. And this top right now, I just feel like I'm ready to go to a music festival, but that's not happening anytime soon. So I feel like if you dabble in more than one trio, you actually can make a pretty dramatic look. There's a lot of flexibility within this palette. At a first glance, you might not think so, but definitely when you start diving into them, you do get to see like the full potential of the palette. All right, the lip plumper is definitely kicking in now, and My lips feel weird. Final thoughts, I'm really super impressed with this palette. Packaging, pigmentation, like performance. The 3 Ps, oh my gosh, has that been done before? The 3 Ps, they all get an A+. I would definitely recommend going to pick this palette up. Search for it online. I haven't seen it in stores yet. They had to like go and get it for me from the back because it wasn't on the floor yet, but if you ask, they might have it. So definitely go check this out, guys. It's a really amazing palette, especially for the price, because you're getting so many shadows at such high quality. Definitely let me know down below if you guys have checked out this palette yet, what I should test out next, and anything else, any questions, concerns about the product. I'll be there to respond to them, so leave me a comment, thumbs up. Don't forget to follow me on Instagram, and that's gonna be it for today, guys. Thank you so much for watching. I'll see you all in the next video.